Hi, this is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Now, as many of you know, I've sold some cards, more than some cards, this past month here, downsizing my collection, but I've also picked up a few items that I would like to show you now. One photo and also two cards. The photo, first I'm going to show you the photo. It's the most I've ever spent on a photo. It was an auction house pickup, and I guess I was on a bidding war with someone else, and I just had to have it. Definitely probably overspent for it, but you don't see too many 1951 rookie year photos of Willie Mays. And he's at the Polo Grounds, a young Willie Mays. And it's the type of thing where when you're in a bidding situation, probably with one person, you win it, you wake up the next day, are you still happy that you picked the item up? And I was still happy, and I'm still happy to this day that I have this photo. So let me show you the photo. It's a type 1 PSA graded photo. They evaluated the photo. And here it is right here, a snapshot. I kind of enjoy these smaller photos. Fits better in my collection. And you can see in the background the Chesterfield sign there in center field. The young Willie Mays. Now Mays came up in May 25th, 1951, first game against the Phillies. After 7 games with the Giants, he was 1 for 26. Yes, 1 for 26. And Leo DeRocha knew how good he was, kept him in the lineup, and ended up with a .274 average for the year and 20 home runs. So again, just really happy that I grabbed this photo. Next, you know I like the oddball stuff, so I have an oddball item, a German stamp of the great Nap Lajoie. And it's a PSA 7 with a mark. So here it is right here. Told you it was oddball. German stamp, believe it or not. 1909, I think it came out 2 years, 1909 and 1910. And there was 38 players in the set, 38 different players, and a total of 44 stamps. The other 6 were equipment, bats, balls, things like that, catcher protective gear, but you have the great Chrissy Mathewson, which I'd love to pick up one day. These don't come up for auction very often. I'm not sure how many of these have survived from Germany to here, being over 100 years old, very fragile. So Nap Lajoie, one of the greats, battled Ty Cobb for batting titles every year in the American League, 5-time batting champion, second baseman. Heck, Cleveland named the team after him, the Naps. And when he was traded, 1915, he left Cleveland. So after 1950 on, they were called the Indians. But for a period of time, Nap Lajoie was so popular that they were the Cleveland Naps. So just an oddball item, a fantastic player. Now it says mark here. There's a little stamp here that I can't really read here, right there. They normally don't have a stamp on the back. But Nap Lajoie. Now the photo, or I'm sorry, the card, I actually picked up a card. The card I picked up is a W501 Grover Alexander, one of the great pitchers of all time, maybe a top 5 pitcher of all time. It's kind of interesting. You have Nap Lajoie, who I don't think gets the pub he should. He does get in a hobby. His cards are expensive, but you just don't always hear Nap Lajoie. You hear Ty Cobb, but you normally don't hear Nap Lajoie as a player being probably a top 5 player, top 5 second baseman of all time. Well, the player Grover Alexander, the card I'm going to show you, he's another one that kind of falls through the cracks, but he top 5, I would say top 5 pitcher of all time. And so what it is, the 1922 W501 hand cut of the great pitcher. You're going to see here, up here it says G422. We really don't know where that comes from, why G422. Some people say it means April 22nd. No one's come up with a conclusive, a definite answer to that. It is numbered up here to 59. These are very similar. They would come in a strip, probably sold at retail stores or handed out at retail stores. So you would have a vertical strip, and you can see was cut here for the hand cut part. These are very similar to the 1921 E121 American Caramel cards, as you can see. Except for it doesn't have on top, it doesn't have the G422 and the number on top. So Grover Alexander pitched forever. Had a drinking problem, had health problems. Pitched from 1911 to 1930, 373 wins. They would call him Old Pete because he pitched forever. It is a blank back, where the American Caramel obviously has the advertisement on the back. Just a really cool, kind of, like I said, I don't know about rare, but these don't come up for auction as much as the American Caramel cards. I do also have, while we're on Grover Alexander, I have a photo here, type 1 photo of Grover Alexander. There's, besides Grover Alexander, you have here Clarence Mitchell, a pitcher. He was the last left-hander to legally throw the spitball, and also Hall of Famer Jesse Haynes here. And they're getting ready for the World Series against the Yankees. And this is 1928. You can definitely see he's aged a few years, Grover Alexander. Really cool photo. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm at 8 minutes here. The next video, I'm not even going to give you a hint. I'm really excited to make it and show you. Hey, this is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Bye.